What's up, guys? It's Cole, and I'm here with Wes. And today we are reacting to the came out 2 months ago, Dungeons & Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves trailer.
Yeah, it's the new D&D adventure movie that's going to be coming out in 2023, so we haven't seen it, and we're just going to go ahead and peek on into it and see if our DM history and player history can kind of give us some insight into what they're showing us, you know.
So we're going to give you guys an honest opinion if it is a hit or if it is a shit. I don't know if that's someone else's, but I think that's off the dome.
All right, let's get into it. Damn.
Holy shit.
Oh,
They're packing like a lot of stuff at the beginning.
very action-packed.
Something I'm curious on, though, is if this is going to be, if they're going to incorporate that players are playing this, or if they're just going to do it like the campaign.
It seems like they're going for very realistic, like these are the heroes, they are the ones. You know, this is really happening to them.
No, like, tabletop setting. I think there's a charm to that, but it's also kind of hard to pull off.
Overall, this CGI is looking great. That fire looked hot.
I'm just hoping it's not a CGI clusterfuck.
Dude, it cannot be a CGI fest. Otherwise, like, we need some realistic setting. I need some Lord of the Rings level production quality.
I'm curious, though, too, because it's Honor Among Thieves. Thieves? Rogues?
Thieves.
Thieves. I'm wondering, what other classes are. Not that they all have to be, but something I'm thinking of.
Probably not.
Probably not.
That is such a good D&D trope for them to throw in. Are we going to go get drunk now? Always.
I wouldn't be surprised if this movie starts off in a tavern, or at least spends 50% of the time there, because that's what all our campaigns do.
I hope we don't. I hope they don't.
No, if they start there, I'd understand, but if they spend too much time there, you took D&D a little too much to heart.
Exactly.
These ice caps are awesome looking, though.
Okay, so these land shots are pretty hot. Oh my goodness. The combat looks pretty well executed. Look at that. Yeah, that's a good point. What sort of class representation are you expecting? Do you think we're going to get the full gambit? Are we going to be getting the artificer? Are we going to be getting the totem barbarian? Or do you think they're going to be sticking to rules as written, original player's handbook?
I don't think they're going to have a artificer, for example. And for specific classes within the stuff, I don't think so, too, because a barbarian... If you do like the totem one, I think that's dancing into something too different where it's unfamiliar to people who aren't familiar with D&D.
Right.
So I think if anything, with something like a ranger or a rogue, they could do the criminal background or the assassin background and people would get the point.
I think they're definitely going to have to go a little bit more stereotypical, a little bit more archetype that like a lot of the average consumer is going to understand.
Yeah.
But a lot of the D&D players I know like to take that archetype and just break it apart or turn it up on its head. So I really hope we get a little bit of that in this movie.
I do think, though, that lady who was just fighting has to be a fighter or barbarian. I'm betting money on fighter. They're going to have a rogue because it's in the title. That's a given. A barbarian, I wouldn't be surprised that they're going to have someone who can do magic. If with all this CGI and probably the budget they have, they want to do some cool stuff.
For sure.
I don't know. I don't think we'll get like a cleric, though. Maybe a paladin.
Based on the title and what we're kind of seeing, Honor Amongst Thieves, I'm assuming that there's going to be some sort of item retrieval, which I really think there should be an emphasis on magic items in this universe, because in the game, that's an integral part of growing, getting stronger, and overall just building your character as a whole, creating that story that everyone kind of strives for. And they really kind of should build off that. And if this is anything we're seeing, maybe we're actually seeing a little bit of incorporation of patronage, aka like, this is my guild, these are my Thieves Guild, for example. I feel like we might see a little bit of that interaction. And anytime that comes up in our campaigns, it's always a hoot and a holler.
It's Honor Amongst Thieves, but how are they going to be viewed in this society? Is it like they are the heroes, or are they the zeros to heroes?
We'll find out. Whoa.
Okay, so they are going to have like a bit of dancing, and
we have some magic use. Oh! Let's go!
Did they wild shape into that?
Oh, no, that's straight owlbear, bud.
No, I thought that was something where they turned into it.
Oh my goodness.
They're turning that has to be Druid.
Oh, snap.
Is that something you're able to do in the game?
Specifically an owlbear, maybe not, but if your DM is fun.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that looks so cool.
We were saying that they might be boring with their class picks, but if they're having this liberty to do something like wild shape into an owlbear, they might
They might play with it.
They might multi-class. Because, you can't realistically have 14 people in like one group, because then you can't have all the classes.
Yeah.
But you could have 7 people or 6 people and have a multi-class, and that's more realistic, especially like in a campaign or a movie setting.
We'll see. We'll see, like we said, if they stick to that archetypes or if they kind of mold it a little bit and go with the multi-class or something similar.
I hope they do take the freedom, though. And yeah, so that is just a druid that did that.
Amazing.
A drag, of course, you need a dragon.
Of course. There was a dungeon. I'd expect a dragon.
That has to be the Underdark where they just were. And it looks like this could be even like Avernus or something like that.
Who needs heroes? Okay, look at that. Okay, take 2 seconds. Guys, you see this? Mm-hmm. This font screams D&D to me.
Like, it does.
I don't have one on hand right now, but the books have that gorgeous red and black, a dangerous feeling, something that's supposed to spike your adrenaline, make you feel sort of powerful, and this makes me feel powerful.
It does. This is such a key color when I think of like D&D source material.
Exactly.
So let's see where they are though. So a Coliseum that's moving around. So this could be in the city. A Mimic's a classic. They have to have a Mimic.
So much fan service. Oh my gosh, there was that
Misty Step
Black
maybe?
Panther. Oh my god.
And a dragon again. You need this. You know what this reminds me of? Any time where this is the final attack on the, BBEG, or you land a crit, and then your DM is trying to either describe what you did or let you describe, because this scenario is so cool and like you have to make it as epic as you can.
Exactly. This does seem like the DM was ready, and you rolled a crit, like you said, and I feel like I've narrated this myself. This is such an awesome, epic looking scene. I know we're 2 minutes in here. Let's just go ahead and finish this off.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Boom, boom, boom. Honor amongst thieves.
I have higher hopes than I thought before we went into this.
Definitely go check out the trailer yourself. I am excited.
I am too, regardless of anything else that comes out. I think I will see it just because I think they understand that they're having fun. That's what they're trying to do.
Yes. The CGI, from what I saw, looked very pretty. It didn't look too cartoony. It had a good balance, and it actually seemed to encapsulate a lot of the energy that the tabletop game offers, which is kind of hard to do. So I'm really excited to see what story they tell.
D&D recently has begun so much more exposure than previously.
Yes.
So I think this is doing a good job on, first off, giving D&D fans a live action thing so we could see these monsters and this stuff and whatever.
Put them to scale.
Yes, it helps you see it, because we can't see a dragon realistically. We can't see a mimic, but this is helping our imagination. But also, this is bringing popularity to the mainstream, so people who aren't into D&D, might just like the movie and that's it. But maybe they have that little inkling for D&D now and they like it.
Exactly. Overall, the hype level is there. We are excited for this movie. DMs here. It looks like a lot of Dungeons & Dragons is represented well, so be excited. Go see this movie.
Yeah, and maybe when this comes out and we watch it, we'll give a review, an honest review.
Let us know what you guys think. Let us know if you guys are excited or not. Thanks for watching, and keep on rolling.
Peace out.